Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Come on, set. AT Gator.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Ready?
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, set. Come on. Check. General. Flash.
You pump. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill.
Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Charlie.
Ready.
From the gun, Franks. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, check right. Go. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some movement.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Ready, go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Able to slither by. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
55. Check.
Recon, 132 fight. Echo. Undercrush. Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Franks. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Franks. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play. For a big shot downfield, you know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
So don't say nothing. Exit.
Stay at home.
21-0 our score after one.
Let's go. 16 out ball. C6. Yep. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go one more.
Mike. 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Franks. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And the Packer first down.
Here we go. Set. Ken Lobo. Go. Come on, the ball. Come on.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
I got it. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun, Franks. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Manziel. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful, under a heavy ride flash, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Manziel, and he's going to go down again.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ricky, yeah! 43! Mike's 43!
Here we go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's walk. D. Tighten up. 43 is the mic.
To throw again. Franks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking to throw. Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hey, orbit.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Let's go. 91 is the mic. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Hit it.
Now Manziel. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, Alpha.
91 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Check that down.
2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up third down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
5.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down now, Muhammad looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Ready up.
Mike's 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
General West.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he finds his running back, who snuck right down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight. 4 down. Check the backer.
Topper. Go.
They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 outlaw. Ready, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
80 weapon. Shoot. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Hit it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
50, Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Slam.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Ready, set.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter, right? There, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here goes hot. Right, 20.
WhOdAt?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yes!
Check 55, Mike. I got it.
On 4th down, Franks. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At 48.
15, check Mike 15. All day, every day, any day.
And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey. 4 down.
And they take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so